Mm. Well, good morning and welcome to Wake Up in the Word. I'm glad you could join me today. We're going to be looking at Psalm 54, very short psalm, only 7 verses, but it has a powerful lesson for us today. Thank you for joining me. I'm almost down to the bottom of my cup of coffee, and so I am raring to go. You know, yesterday was one of those days in which it was a Saturday, and I was doing what a lot of folks are doing on a Saturday, watching college football near the end of the 2019 season. Several key games were being played. And one of the things I noticed as I'm observing these football games is how the smallest of mistakes or the smallest of players stepping up and doing something great can make a difference in the entire ball game. With all the players that play on both sides of the ball, it can be some of the smallest things that make a difference. I disagreed with the commentators at the Iron Bowl, who at the end of the game picked as the play of the game the Alabama kicker missing the last field goal, their last chance to tie the game, by bouncing it off the upright. Now, yeah, that was something that was, by inches, a few inches one way, and it would have either cleared the upright or bounced into the uprights, and the field goal would have been made. But then it would still have just been a tie game. The real play that made the difference was one that took place in the first half when the Alabama quarterback had driven the Alabama offense, had been very successful, had driven down within the 5-yard line, about to score on Auburn, when the Alabama quarterback drops back to pass, and he has an intense rush coming at him from the left side, and he has to release the ball quicker than he thought. A lot of things taking place here. Number one, that good rush coming from Auburn, the quarterback releasing the ball sooner than he wanted to, and the running back that was not yet looking back for the ball. He did not expect it that soon. So the ball bounces off of the running back into the air, and it's picked off by Zakoby McClain, linebacker for Auburn, who then runs it back for a touchdown. That one play, with all the minute little idiosyncrasies of it, that one play was a 14-point turnaround. It prevented Alabama from scoring a touchdown and gave Auburn an instant touchdown. In the span of just a few seconds, the difference was 14 points in the game. So that meant a whole lot more than just that one field goal missed at the end, and I would say that's the play of the game. Now, one of the reasons that I point that out for all my friends in Valdosta, Georgia, you do realize Zakoby McClain is a graduate of Valdosta High School. That's right, he's a Valdosta Wildcat. So it's amazing how the little things can make a big difference. Well, Psalm 54 is all about how some little things really made a difference, some little whisperings, some words passed along that could have really been devastating for the life of David. Psalm 54 is written with stringed instruments, so all of you guys that play stringed instruments in church, God bless you. When the Ziphites had gone to Saul and said, "Is not David hiding among us?" Here's a group of people that betrayed David. Now, people betray each other all the time, and folks get in trouble all the time. When it comes to some of those football games, it can be just losing your temper for a moment and swinging at an opposing player, doing something that you shouldn't, and it may get you kicked out of the game, yards penalized against your team, or may result in you not being able to play the next game. And oh, what a difference it can make when you destroy your team's momentum by doing something stupid. Well, apparently some of the folks that were in this little village decided they wanted to betray David. Now, betrayal's a part of life, but you don't expect it from your own family, now do you? You see, this is a little village, little town, about 15 miles from Hebron in Judah. This is David's own tribe. The Ziphites, on 2 separate occasions, betrayed David. In this case, someone went to Saul and said, "Don't you know David's hiding out among us? Come get him." So knowing that this might cost David his life, some of his own people were willing to sell him out just to curry favor with the current king. So with this in mind, let's read these 7 verses together. Begins Psalm 54 verse 1, "Save me, O God, by your name. Vindicate me by your might. Hear my prayer, O God. Listen to the words of my mouth. Strangers are attacking me. Ruthless men seek my life, men without regard for God. Surely God is my help. The Lord is the one who sustains me. Let evil recoil on those who slander me." That word recoil is interesting. If you've ever shot high-powered rifles that have a big kick, you know, that's what's called the recoil. He's saying, Lord, they mean evil for me, okay, as if you're trying to shoot and hit a target. This is where they want it to go. Let it recoil back on them. I can remember seeing some folks the first time they ever fired, say, a 12-gauge shotgun and weren't prepared for the recoil, and to see it almost knock them on their back. This is what David prays about, and there was no gunpowder in his day, but he understood the principle of recoil. And so he said, let evil recoil on those who slander me. In your faithfulness, destroy them. In other words, let them receive what they meant for me. Then verse 6 says, I'll sacrifice a freewill offering to you. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from all my troubles, and my eyes have looked in triumph on my foes. Here is David looking at God, who in these short 7 verses, he uses 3 Hebrew names for God. He uses Elohim, Yahweh, and Adonai, all in this short psalm. What's he trying to tell us? Our God is our everything. He's our hiding place when the enemy's coming after us. And he's the place where we'll find refuge when even our own family, our own friends betray us. The simple lesson of Psalm 54 is this. Folks, when friends let you down, God lifts you up. Put your faith and your trust in Him. He will see you through those times when it seems like even those that should be on your team seem to be betraying you. When those on your team are causing you to have penalties that are setting you back. When that happens, remember, when your friends let you down, God lifts you up. Keep your eyes on Him. He will get you through this next set of circumstances, this next trial that you're facing. He'll be with you through it all. Well, God bless you. Have a great day in the Lord, and I'll see you again tomorrow right here on Wake Up in the Word.